Finding a gaming mouse that is perfect for you can be very hard. There are a lot of factors that come into play, and at first it might seem very confusing, but in this video I'll explain everything that you need to know to help you make the best decision possible. So without wasting any more time, let's move on to the video. The most important part of a gaming mouse, as you probably know, is its shape. Gaming mice are divided into three main grip types, that being claw, palm and fingertip. Claw grip is when your palm is resting on the back end of the gaming mouse and your fingers and thumb are on the other point of contact. Palm grip is when your whole hand engulfs the mouse, and fingertip is when your only fingers touch the mouse. Another thing you need to know is your hand size. You can do that by getting a ruler and measuring the width and length of it. This will determine what size gaming mouse will suit you better. After you figure those two things out, you can also go to your local Best Buy and just test out different gaming mice there are to get a better understanding of what you prefer. After doing all that, you should have a basic understanding of what type of gaming mouse you want. I also recommend using sites like EloShape, Arting and Rocket Jump Ninja Mouse Search that will drastically help you find a gaming mouse. The second most important thing about a gaming mouse is its performance. I recommend getting a mouse with at least a PAW of 3370 sensor. This will ensure that the mouse you get won't stutter. I also recommend getting a wireless mouse. A wireless mouse in the year 2024 has the same performance as a wired one, with the benefit of not having to deal with cable drag. Just make sure that the battery is decent and won't die on you every other day. You might also be a bit confused on polling rate and what it actually means. Polling rate is basically how many times your mouse updates per second. Anything above 1000 should be good, and you won't really notice a difference between 8000 and 10,000 polling rate. The next topic I want to talk about is the weight of gaming mice. In my opinion, anything below 65 grams is fine. Light gaming mice offer you more precision and control. That is why I recommend them over heavier mice. What you also need to consider when buying a gaming mouse is the mouse clicks and scroll wheel. A lot of companies like to cheap out on those areas, and that can lead to double clicking and in general not a great experience. In theory, optical switches are better than mechanical because of their reduced latency and no chance of double click. But in reality, good mechanical switches usually are more crisp and the performance difference is marginal. Mouse coating is an area that a lot of people ignore. A good finish will make a gaming mouse really grippy and pleasant to use. It's kinda hard to tell if a gaming mouse has good coating without ever holding it, but you can use sites like Reddit to see people's experience with it. Mouse skates are another part of a gaming mouse a lot of people forget about. Having good skates will make your mouse glide like butter over your mouse pad. Make sure that your mouse feet are 100% PTFE and are slightly transparent, because these skates usually glide the best. Besides maybe some glass skates, but that's a whole another topic. And finally, the last part of a gaming mouse is its price. Honestly, I would spend more than $100 on a mouse unless you're really into competitive gaming. You can pick up some great mice for even $50, so spending sometimes even triple that amount doesn't make sense for most people. Now that you know what to look for in a good gaming mouse, I'll give you some basic recommendations based on your preferences. If you want a mouse that is great for 99% of people, I recommend picking up the G Pro X Super Light for around $100. The mouse has potato-y shape, which suits most people quite well, and despite it releasing in 2021, the sensor, battery and clicks are still top tier. The only thing I recommend doing is getting some aftermarket mouse feet, since the ones on the G Pro X are really bad. If you prefer more of a claw grip, I recommend getting XM2W, which is a brand new release from Endgame Gear. The original XM1 is a legendary mouse that basically gave birth to most claw grip mice, and this updated version uses all the top specs with amazing quality. I know it's a bit on the pricey side, costing around $120, but in my opinion, it's worth every penny. If you use palm grip, I recommend getting either the DAFadder V3 Pro or the DAFadder Hyperspeed, depending on your hand size. The DAFadder is an iconic mouse and it has a very safe shape for most palm grippers, while having top tier performance. For fingertip grip, I recommend getting the Keychrome M4. It only costs like $50 for the 1K polling one and $70 for 4K one. I wouldn't recommend spending more than that because fingertip grip is really risky and most people don't like it at all. The M4 is a great budget mouse that has everything you need in a mouse. I hope this video helped you buy a gaming mouse, and I hope you'll have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. See ya.